Hi, and welcome to another episode of Tea with Teachers. I'm here today with Professor Regina Barzilay. You just won the MacArthur Genius Grant. What are you going to do with the prize money?
I plan to donate part of this money to people who have, there are charities who work with people who have cancer and don't have medical insurance. So these charities that I'm interested to donate.
What I think is a really interesting topic is you being a female in a very male-dominated field. And do you want to tell me a little bit more about your experience?
There are places, first of all, outside of MIT. Like, for instance, I would give you a direct example. There was a Boston article about the class that Tommy Yakula and I are teaching the machine learning. So they did plenty of pictures. But the picture that ended up to be is Tommy is big in the center and I am on the side, this tiny woman. And I was thinking, do they really like the book Little Women or something? It's like, I am 5'7", you know. Like students, actually male and female students in the class came back to me and said, what was this picture? And if you read this article, it also says these weird things, that I was a helper in the class.
Oh, really?
So I do not understand how these things can happen. And I think that there is a lot of places outside that I think that they have difficulty really understanding that today female researchers are contributing in the same way as their male colleagues.
What's the best place you've ever visited?
So it's hard to say, but I will tell you the place which actually changed my life. So in '97, I was a master student in Israel, and my advisor sent me to a conference to present a paper. Madrid was just amazing. It was the most beautiful, romantic, amazing place. I totally fell in love with the city. And somehow it connected in my head that natural language processing, which is my area of research, and Madrid are the same thing. I liked NLP well enough, but this was like a tipping point. I said, oh, that's kind of life. I want to have to go to all these interesting places and listen and do research.
I heard that you like plants. What is your favorite type of plant?
I have many favorites, but one which kind of keeps me very happy is birds of paradise.
Okay.
This is like a huge tropical plant which grows to be very big. It's very robust, and you kind of feel in the dark winters in Massachusetts that you're almost like in a tropical island.
If you had a warning label, what would it say?
Be aware of the witch. I have a witch sign that I brought from Prague in front of my office. And I think for a very long time I had a reputation of a witch. It happens to female professors.
Oh my gosh!
Talking about MacArthur, the only thing that I bought without MacArthur money, with my own money for $12, and I wore it on Halloween, is a shirt from Target which says "Witch and Famous."
In which other professor's class would you like to enroll, even if it was just for one day?
I have a dear friend, Tuli, who teaches literature, and I would really love to go and attend her literature classes, or in general to go to her classes.
If you could pass on any piece of wisdom to your students, what would it be?
It's really easy to forget what are the things that you really care about and what's special about you. And again, for me, unfortunately, it was cancer, but it's like when I came back to MIT, I had this kind of almost, crisis like an adolescent. I was like, what is my role in life? And when I talk to my students, even to my colleagues, and I feel that there are so many duties and responsibilities that we're trying to follow, that sometimes we don't really realize what we care about, and that we don't have to be like somebody else. And really, it doesn't matter what somebody else is thinking about you. You have your short time on earth, and it's important to make your own contribution which reflects your personality.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Tea with Teachers. If you like what you saw, subscribe and watch more videos here. Follow us on social media here. If you have suggestions for questions or professors, let us know down in the comments below. Have a great week.